Contenders Team Championship match at Revolution.
A big money payday awaits the winner of this battle royal.
Of the team's feet must hit the floor.
Young Bucks and SCU in there. They are ranked number 1 and 2.
A main event level matchup.
And right now, guys, that means
them to pin their shoulders to the mat here in AEW.
Ahead of him with this monster.
As well, it's his first match.
And now John and John for his troubles.
And what would all
you would have to think that the logic would dictate your chances, but and we see Butcher coming to the aid of the Blues.
A built for 4 people match. It's a very unique situation. Whoa.
Sent up and over the top by T-Hawk to Quinn. Cassidy comes back with silly string. T-Hawk set for a ride over the top. And for that title shot at Revolution. But
the big men always have the R because their size and their weight. I saw Andre many back.
And now, look at this. Alex Reynolds, Order members.
They put on their masks as they
Dark Order watching on. And a victory for Silver. Oh, no. Oh, look at this.
Direction.
Oh,
super kicks.
And, look at the sky. He is just laying in shots. Right now, Angelic. On the screen, you can see Santana and Ortiz, members of the Inner Circle. They haven't.
Why don't they make them get in the ring?
Nishima, Iconoclast. And now.
Well, there they go. That's the way to put it. Street smoke.
Apron, Jungle Boy sent out to the. Oh, look at this.
Jungle Boy holding on. This is there.
Oh, the top kick. And now, Jurassic Express. Continuity here in this Battle Royal environment. It's the Tierras there from Jungle Boy.
Big, strong guys.
There you are.
And an opportune mask.
He didn't say no, now did he?
Maybe
no. Nick comes in.
Number 1 contender for the AEW titles. Oh, that counter. Nick Jackson.
Knee strike on Santana. 1 for Ortiz and 1 for the Blade. And now charging in.
Leaving
his sandwiching Matt and all of Private Party.
His own momentum used against him.
Those two out.
The big bulls, man. Athleticism. Stability of the big man.
Dangerous territory. So, looking for silly string again. And Ortiz. With Cassidy. Dobbin runs right in.
Yeah, you better.
The headbutt of Teep to the midsection of
there you go. The hybrid team has been far. Get rid of him.
Oh, look at this. 4 men.
Oh, no.
Not bad strategy, quite frankly, but
Chuck Taylor charging in, but eats a.
And Trent Speak did not touch the floor.
They're finding the right amount of vitamin C for the Blade sent over the top, and he's let, but gets stuck in mid-stride and up.
Place. They're together.
That's right, the only team.
Fire.
Something going on, I think, between Butcher and
just keeps laying in those. Cassidy. Their moment.
About that, Excalibur.
Oh, there goes Trent. Hanging on by his fingertips and biting the hands of the big man.
That steak is too big.
Oh, the spear. At ringside.
Does not look good. But never.
Look at that duck lariat here. The Northern Lights.
Job Paul Turner right there.
That's the idea.
It's elementary here. Side.
I know what that is. Welcome to the party. Jackson almost took Sammy's head off.
Yes, he did. The Young Bucks on
Saturday, February 29th for AEW Decade.
Moxley, Jericho.
Is what the world has been waiting for.
Good shit. The T and catching up who's bigger, who's stronger, and you're in a cage.
It will be dangerous, and of course, it's the stipulation for Cody to get the Revolution against MJF.
Revolution as the World Tag Team Champions.
Destroy the AEW champs.
As a matter of fact, Jim, you're exactly right.
Forward call with a 20-minute center.
Shanna making her return to
A World Traveler has rightness on it. Does it have Blue Chew in it?
In AEW and women's ranking?
The Galaxy, Chris Lander.
She's number 2 contender for the advantage at height. 44 pounds.
Well, Britt, you are the number 5. That's the last time.
I'm looking.
And Statlander.
Years, and all she has to do is wear.
Yeah, you're the greatest role model in the division.
I like Kate. Just saying.
Settle down.
Santa into the ropes. Kick to the midsection of the floor.
And hoping the conclusion in a moment.
Ascending to the, but taking too much time. But Shanna ascending to the top herself.
I need a lot of training to know that.
What a throw. Statlander will not be able to endure much more of this. Got her hooked up. Go back down. 2, 3.
Get to Texas.
Dr. Baker, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Tony.
Chris Statlander continues to climb the
Missed it. Take a look at this.
It's going to even amp up her aggression in this match.
By Rio, who shows absolutely no fear.
Oh, my God, look at you.
AEW Women's Champion.
There is nothing like professional wrestling in Atlanta, Georgia. And welcome back to Dynamite, everyone. 7 days ago, we saw an extraordinary match for the AEW Women's World Title. And please welcome with me the new AEW Women's World Champion, the Native Beast, Nyla Rose.
JR, it was a historic night in Austin, Texas, as that woman right there, the Native Beast, Nyla Rose, became the second ever AEW Women's World Champion.
Large and in charge, strong, athletic, an amazing competitor. Still young in her infancy in her career, Excalibur, but more she's got those intangibles that you can't coach.
Congratulations on winning the championship 1 week ago.
That's how you greet me? Is that really a greeting for a champion? You know what you all sound like to me out there? A bunch of annoying little bees buzzing around. This is justice. I should have been the first champion. I should be the highest paid woman in that locker room. I should be the face on all these graphics and posters. But waiting, it made me hungry. Do you know what happens when I get hungry? I break bitches. And I broke Riho. I cut her strings.
Now Rio showed a heck of a lot of courage in that match. You got
courage? Courage. Yeah, little Riho showed a lot of courage. But where did that get her, Shivani? I represent power. Unbridled power. All of you out there, all you little bees can sit and buzz around and say what you're going to say. But at the end of the day, one fact remains. I'm the queen bee in this hive. Listen up. I'm going to be a one-time champion because nobody out there can stack up to me. Nobody can beat me. And nobody is a beast like me.
Chance very confident. Chris Statlander is joining the conversation, apparently.
She is the #2 ranked contender to Nyla Rose's Women's World Championship.
You think I'm afraid of that stupid little boot?
Statlander calling her shot.
I'm not afraid.
Big Swole.
Big Swole, another powerhouse competitor here in the women's division.
Brother, let me see you. You the queen out here?
No, all right.
Well, oh, look
out here.
Whoa.
Be diligent, security. Folks, let's change gears here real quick. This is how the assassin Jeff Cobb, I'll get it right, came on to the scene last week.
Oh yeah, I got some really big news for next week. I scoured the globe.
Such a unique athlete. And speaking of unique athletes, you have someone here like Mox where he's just a wild man. He's tough, nasty, hates Jericho. And then you have somebody like Cobb, who Jericho a potential whooping here.
I've seen a lot of these bounty-type matches. Sometimes the objective is to maim and not pin.
Let's take after tonight and Jeff Cobb.
He's a bad effort, strength, intimidation. He's as dynamic a suplexer as I've seen in decades.
Well, yes, sir, no doubt. One adjective I might want to add to that, JR, is credibility. You're looking at a man with a plethora of...
That is, if Moxley is able to clear a physical.
Jericho's got himself a ticket. La Champion.
Jericho Moxley, Saturday, February 29th in Chicago. Only on pay-per-view because the building sold out the first day. Sammy Guevara, the champ.
I believe Jake Hague, yeah, that's Big Jake too.
The Big Hurt. Never far from Chris Jericho's son.
I put out on Twitter the other day, Jericho, a lot of people say hired gun, and a hired gun, and Jeff Cobb, I think it's more of a hired tank.
It's a great point, Taz. Jeff Cobb, the Sultan of this.
That will be exploited if possible. You can count on that.
Oh!
And here we go.
Oh, here we go. Nice. Oh! Opening with his hips. That low center of gravity, as you pointed out, JR. Great job.
Moxley as well. Excuse me.
Wow!
Yeah, Moxley got the help. So what kind of shape is Moxley in here tonight? Much less to take on a monster like Jeff Cobb, who is rattling Moxley.
Well, listen, there's no stop in Mox. He's going to keep bringing the fight. But notice the pressure, how Cobb just keeps.
That we're double or nothing. Oh, look at that. Moxley going over the top. We're returning to Las Vegas for Double or Nothing on May 20th at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific.
AEW ticks
into it.
And Jericho very, very happily looking on as Jeff Cobb, this mercenary, this hired gun, is dismantling John Moxley.
Look at the precision of that. Break you down, taking his time.
Right, exactly. That's the key, JR, to your point, is to have that poise as an athlete. And speaking of athletes, earlier in this match, we saw Cobb hit a beautiful drop kick. Let's not forget how athletic Cobb is.
Yeah, tremendous agility by Jeff Cobb. He has held world championships, might be world championship at Revolution. But what condition will Moxley be walking into the building that night? Will he be walking into the building that night?
On Moxley while he's punishing him.
Yep.
So you got to listen to your ass whipping.
Well, that was smart what Mox did.
Moxley's his ribs, his insides have got to be rattling around. Who's going to win this slobber knocker, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to find out But what you do,
what's going to happen? That Cobb was going to go for, again, singling out the core of the body, the middle of the body.
In your face, he has no fear.
Ribs first, man. Gut first, rib first.
And right at the feet of
some kind of martial arts.
Come on! That's hideous.
Cardio, and now look at this, ripping at the taped up waist and rib and back area, core of the body, as I said earlier, of Mox.
And Moxley trying to fight up to a vertical base, but Cobb, oh look.
Come on, ref. Get in there.
Strangling Moxley.
He's got a break on in an ass kicking contest. He's trying to survive the blind side. There's no peripheral vision for John Moxley.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Jay. You're correct. And what a forearm shiver by Jeff Cobb. And now this reverse gut wrench really works at the middle of the body.
And we're back live on TNT from Atlanta, Georgia. And, man, this Moxley-Cobb matchup is everything we thought it was going to be. Power, power, power.
We almost went for a little tour there, Excalibur. Area, watch out! Oh, wow.
Good strategy by Moxley. Look to destroy the vertical base of Jeff Cobb.
Telling you from experience, you got a messed up wheel. You cannot throw a suplex. You got one leg. It's very hard to do that in regards to bridging. Oh.
And Moxley is getting, his body must be racked with pain.
Jericho's disgusted right now watching Jeff Cobb's knee get messed up by this desperate Moxley. And he is desperate right now.
In 10 days' time, Moxley, oh, look at that.
Wow! What a throw.
Taking him for a ride. John Moxley.
Had that reverse. Oh, nice.
Look at this. Heel hook.
Beginnings of a knee bar into a heel hook, but good job by Mox. I like the strategy of Mox, I got to say, going after that leg of Cobb.
And it was effective because Cobb quickly goes out of bounds outside to regroup as Moxley willing to take a hellacious chance. Going to the top. He got caught. Moxley got caught and suplex out of his brains. That's what I say, buddy.
Yeah, I got a hell of a throw right there by Jeff Cobb. Here's the power again.
But he's here gutting it out. He won't call in sick, I'll tell you that.
No, that's not Moxley's
style. No, it's not his style.
Knee strike off the middle rope, a running knee. He's got Cobb on trajectory on the German
and a clothesline. Thunderous clothesline, almost taking Cobb out of his boots.
Moxley lefts and rights. Cobb! Thrust kick.
It's almost as if Cobb suckered him in. Moxley retaliates, but the
pause that right side, Mox, and Cobb taking advantage of it. Now what?
Wow, look at that strength. By the neck, he picked it up.
Get out of there!
He's got it! Moxley beats Cobb. Moxley beats Cobb. And here comes Jericho. Jericho to pack of dogs. Turn loose on John Moxley. And they are dismantling physical dissection of John Moxley.
Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Jeff Cobb, and the champion.
Main event at Revolution. And they don't give a damn. Here comes Dustin Rhodes. He's got to score to settle these guys. They broke his arm.
Yeah, Dustin cannot stand. He hates Jake Hager.
Oh, big time.
There it is.
Dustin hammering away on Hager.
But he turned his back on Sammy Guevara and Jeff Cobb, and the numbers just caught up with him.
It's just 4-on-1, Excalibur. 4-on-1, man.
Oh, even got darker somehow.
He's back! He's back!
What a pop!
It's Darby Allin! And this crowd has been electrified!
I got goosebumps! What an ovation for Darby Allin!
From the skateboard wizard, who's almost lost his voice, his throat all screwed up thanks to Sammy Guevara. I guess.
And in the sights of Darby Allin.
Darby is on a suicide mission.
Yeah, you got to be careful here, kid.
Oh! Jabbing the champ, but Hager went for the low blow, and Darby blocked him with the skateboard.
That was pretty slick.
Whoa! Dustin and Hager still on the outside.
And there's this guy right there. Darby wants some of Sammy.
Oh! It's just lead off the back of Sammy Guevara.
It is chaotic here.
Be careful, Darby, because you got Cobb right behind you, son. Ooh.
No,
Cobb. Oh, Darby.
What the hell was that?
He landed on his feet to Darby Allin.
Oh! Paradigm shift!
Cobb got nailed.
Darby looked
A little warm up here, fellas. What do you think? And the fight is on.
This is sick.
Jericho.
Jericho senses the malfunction at the junction and made one hellacious U-turn.
As a true champion, Le Champion remembers his title belt, too.
Man, what a matchup. What a night. Thank you, because we aren't going anywhere.
Expected backup. People that have a common cause, that have hatred, just flat out hatred for Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle.
The angst, the animosity, the emotion of the main event at Revolution is now risen to another level. Another level of danger and passion. Moxley wants to be the AEW champion in the worst way.
10 days away. Join us on pay-per-view and Fight TV for Revolution February 29th.
Darby Allin wants a piece of Sammy Guevara. Man, this card is shaping up to be like an all-star game. Tony Schiavone has rejoined us. Tony, crazy, huh?
What a match, huh?
Crazy, crazy.
God, what a high-impact affair we just saw. And the angst, you're right, between Jericho and Moxley.
Promo time.
All right, promo time.
Sammy. Very creative. Good.
Look, and you can see the abrasion on Darby's throat from having that skateboard driven into it by Sammy Guevara.
A very deep bruise. And obviously Darby's still unable to communicate, ideally, at least verbally I'm trying to say.
An injury like that can affect you for the rest of your life.
In front of your family, your friend, and God, I accept. Steel cage. Match that violent. And that opponent is going to be... I accept.
A backbone. And now you can get as cocky and confident you want. You got Big Wardlow watching. He's untested.
To really prepare for Wardlow. But I've been in cage matches before I cage match. The first person who gets thrown into that...
The AEW rules by pinfall when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event this evening is a steel cage match. The intro is first. The ring by MJF from Cleveland, Ohio. Whoa!
Thing that he knows, everything he's got.
Now 265 is at least that. Cody's at home.
Everyone stick around it.
Yes, it did.
And what could be awaiting him?
For that battleground.
No time limit here tonight.
And Cody and Wardlow.
Oh!
Cody. My God, he took 10 lashes. Cody hits the up and over the top of Wardlow. Drops down. Oh, the vertical leap from Wardlow. But Cody.
Distracting and moving.
Easily shoved Cody off.
Oh, by Wardlow.
At Revolution. Oh! Yeah, that's right. Oh, Cody said
JF. Folks, we're going to take a
AEW World Champion.
I have eaten dessert every single... As of today, I've lost 85 pounds. Try Downy Wrinkle Guard.
Here on AEW Dynamite, Cody has been opened up even more severely.
Oh, look at this, Cody! Feet.
That's Hart.
Got a big second win here.
Oh, matchup.
Just even more dangerous than most cage.
Calamity. And right now, Wardlow takes the spin. F10 from Wardlow. On Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley.
Chaos waiting to happen.
And Wardlow. Oh, hit him! Dragged back into the deep water as Mr. Mayhem has Cody up. Cody escapes out the powerbomb.
Misses a clothesline. Cody catches it with his speed. And gets his big man.
As Wardlow rope, but Wardlow right. And
look at this. Wardlow and Cody.
Apparently, there's the potential to. Oh,
my God. Hey.
Oh, it's in.
That was a bit of difference as you get.
Cody
returns the favor.
And now Cody.
Standing by her man. And, you got to be kidding me. Arn Anderson.
This.
Come on, Crossroads.
Oh, how close.
God, what's he doing?
That can happen when you're this high up. You're out of control.
Carry him away here.
Cody will be rolling in, finally.
What the hell did we just see?
Take another look at this, Tony. Here's what we're asking about. That he was, and damn,
Mayhem.
You know
winner of this match, the American.
What is my name? In the steel cage.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, 10 days, little fella.
Has been set. We have one.